Hello and welcome to God Moments. I'm visionary John Harper, and this is my lovely wife, Cookie Harper.
Hi.
Well, Miss Cookie, we got a show today.
We do.
I'm telling you, I am so excited about this particular program.
Yes.
Because what a joy it would be to walk where Jesus walked.
Oh.
To walk through Canaan of Galilee.
Yes.
Where water was turned into wine.
Yes.
That's the kind of program that we're about to feature today with a very special guest. Come back, because I know you're going to be excited about this program.
Welcome back to God Moments. I'm Cookie Harper, my husband, visionary John Harper. We're excited about this show today. We have a special guest. She's lived in Israel, and her vision is about Israel. And so we're excited because we've been to Israel.
We've been there, but
and
her
we
passion.
had so much fun. Yes.
Yeah.
She is loaded with passion, and I think you will all see that today. So Cindy Iglitzen,
absolutely,
CEO
and president of Israel Advantage Tours.
Yes.
So we want our audience to hear the passion, to hear your vision as we did, and we got caught up. And we felt like we need to go back to Israel.
Yeah, and tell people about it.
We would love to. So what started this whole, because this is something new for you.
It is. Starting Israel Advantage Tours is an extension of my dream and my vision from 1973 when I made my first journey to Israel. Quick story, when we landed on the tarmac in Israel, about a mile from the little passport control hut that they had at the time, I didn't think that I would be moved by coming to the Holy Land. My mother had told us several months before that we would be journeying to Israel. And I said, can't I go to summer camp instead? And she said, you own the country. It's yours. We need to go and visit. When I landed several months later, and I walked down the stairs of the plane, and as soon as I touched the ground, I got down on all fours.
Yes.
Kissed the ground.
Because it is a holy ground.
It's a holy ground.
It is a holy ground.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a holy place.
Wow.
It is very sacred, and it's been truly a spiritual love affair ever since.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Now, how many times have you returned back to that country?
I have been there 48 times.
48?
And I'd like to believe that I haven't yet made it to my halfway mark of going.
That's wonderful.
I'd like to believe that I'll be going many more than another 48 times, and I hope you'll come too.
Absolutely.
Well, we were there in 2014, and it was an experience, seminary, the whole deal. Didn't bring out Israel like going to Israel.
It's nothing like going.
And you'll never read your Bible the same after going to
walk
Israel.
Where he walked to. The culture. The culture was incredible. Just to see the people, the love that they have for their nation. It is an experience that everyone should go and see.
It's not only for the Christian community, not only for the Catholic community, not only for the Jewish community, it is for anyone. We do have adventure there, we do have cycling and health. Our primary capture for audiences, however, is the faith-based community.
Sure.
And the truth be told, I know I've been there 48 times, I have changed at least 48 times by my having journeyed there.
That's wonderful.
So I can speak truly and provide testimony to the fact that once you have visited, you will never be the same.
It's true.
The Bible comes alive. The pages, as you have read them before, are simply black on white. When you come to the Holy Land and you experience walking through the footsteps of our forefathers, walking through the footsteps of Jesus, walking on the stones that whisper testimony to our great forefathers having been there, you will never be the same. Your life is eternally changed, truly.
Wow, that's wonderful.
You know, and we were there for what, 10 days, I think it was. And you don't get to see everything in 10 days.
No. You have to go at least 5 times.
Yeah.
Well,
right?
I've always said that the first trip is the best, but my husband Dan has told me through the years, don't tell them it's the first trip that's the best. Tell them it's the 10th trip that's the
10
best.
trips, that's the best, yeah.
Right.
We were with some people there who had been back, 5, 10,
yeah.
10, 12 times.
Yeah, many times.
And, you know, seeing the places that I had studied about and seen some pictures of in books and so forth, did not compare to being there. I want to challenge our viewers today who's watching this program to really listen and search deeply. For this is a journey and a pilgrimage that will literally take you to places that you couldn't believe. And it was just that powerful.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was
Life-changing.
so moving. I know, just like yourself, when we entered Jerusalem, I mean, I wept. I wept because, I mean, it was just everything you imagined and more. It was beyond what you imagined, because I mean, you could sense and feel, you know, that is a God country. It's a God country.
It is a God country, and when you walk, no matter where you walk, you see the finger of God, you feel the presence of God, your faith is strengthened, your belief is deepened, you take on the Word in a way that you didn't before, because when you're there for a faith-based program, you recognize that you're taking the Word and you're now placing it within the context of the land.
Right.
And how the two meld together.
Oh my gosh.
We're talking about the truth of the Bible, placing it within the context of the land. I can't tell you where Jesus stood.
Right.
When we're on the Sea of Galilee, I can tell you, though, that he saw the Sea of Galilee.
That's
And
right.
he breathed the same moisture that we're breathing, and he saw the same water that
Exactly.
we're looking
Yes.
at, that we're experiencing. So yes, there is a deep connection.
Yes. And there's always, I noticed one thing while we were there, and I know that it's still going on, and will probably go on till who knows when, but excavations. I mean,
Yes.
they're constantly finding, because from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's like 20 or 22 levels of civilizations that have been,
Yes.
you know, excavated, you know, that they're excavating all these different levels of civilizations that took place, you know, since the time of the beginning.
Yes, since
You know,
thousands
so
of years ago.
it's been I mean, I know one of the amphitheaters that we were at, close to, I think it was to the Mediterranean, if I'm correct, had been excavated not that long ago. And it looked like it had just been built.
So it may have been Caesarea, was it?
I think it was Caesarea, yes.
Built by Herod
It
in
was,
honor
yes.
of Caesar Augustus,
And it was beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I said, wow, they dug this all up from
Yes.
the earth, and it was beautiful.
Now you know, not only would you have seen then the amphitheater, you would likewise have seen the hippodrome.
Yes.
So we know that therein were the sports activities and the gladiators and all
We saw
other
that.
kinds of activities.
Yes,
that
we
took
did.
place
It was
there.
good.
But it was a highly cultured culture that
Yes.
took place in the
Yes.
time. So yes, that would have been what you would have
It was,
seen on the Mediterranean.
So it's something that you will see something new almost every time you go.
Every time you come, we say that in Israel, approximately every 300 feet, there is a site waiting to be discovered.
Wow, that's
Just
awesome.
recently, they were building an inn in Magdala, hometown of Mary Magdalene. And when we build in Israel, we always have the Israel Antiquities Authority there, just in case you should hit something and you're not sure what it is. What did they find while they were digging to build an inn? They found a 1st century synagogue in the village of what we now call Magdala, but what is said in the Bible is referred to as Migdal. Mary Magdalene comes from Migdal.
Wow.
Jesus of Nazareth,
That's
Jesus
great.
the Nazarene. So yes, that's how it works when we refer to our forefathers and foremothers. That is how
Yes.
it's referred to. So yes, every 300 feet or so, there's something waiting to be
So
discovered.
we're going to take a break in just a moment.
I'm
But
so excited about it.
Israel was not on my bucket list.
No,
it was
wasn't.
on her bucket list.
It was on my bucket list.
Australia was on my bucket list. But when we went there, not only was it a change of heart, but God moved on me in a very special way to see through the eyes of Him while we were there. When we come back, I just want to explore some more things with you and our audience about the power of taking a trip to God's land, the Holy Land. We'll be right back. Thank you for watching God Moments. God Moments is designed with you in mind. There will always be exciting guests. There will always be an impartation waiting for you. That's what God Moments are all about.
And God moments are happening all the time. They're happening in your life, they're happening in our lives. And we want to share those. So come and join us every week.
I pray that your level of expectation would be elevated in a powerful way as you watch God Moments. There are incredible things that are happening in there today, and we want you to be a part of it. Miss Cookie?
Join us every week on God Moments, and you will have an experience of a lifetime. It will never be the same.
So remember, opportunities of a lifetime must be seized in the lifetime of the opportunity.
Welcome back to God Moments. We're so excited for this program today. I'm Cookie Harper. This is my husband, Visionary Harper, John Harper. And we have Israel Advantage Tours and Cindy Iglitzen.
Meyachuz, as we say.
All right. And so we want to know about these tours because I see ourselves one day going on one of these tours with you. So we want you to share with our audience, because I'm sure some of our viewers that are out there today, that they want to take this trip.
Of a lifetime.
I mean, they probably have heard about it. They have seen it on TV, and they said, I want to go. So tell us, Cindy, how can we go?
Because people think the cost is astronomical.
Right.
You know.
Actually, there are 70 airlines that fly into Israel every day. With that being said, 70 different airlines come into Israel. With that being said, while they're coming in, they're bringing passengers from all over the world.
Yes.
Why? There's something very special there. And what makes it special are the tours that you're referring to. So you said that you were there, did you not, for 10 days? We can come for 10 days, we can come for 12 days, we can come for 14 days. Some people come for longer. Truth be told, most pastors want to be there with their church members, and most church members want to be there with their leaders. So we approach leaders, or leaders approach us, and they tell us that they'd like to come to the Holy Land with their church. It rests on their heart. They want to re-enliven the spirit in their community. They want to reawaken the soulfulness in their ministry. We can help them with that. We create personalized itineraries for each leader. We at Israel Advantage Tours already build special highlighting inclusions into our programs, just because we believe for most, a spiritual journey of a lifetime through the Holy Land is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So we want to make it something out of the world. As we say in Hebrew, Yetzet min haklau, extraordinary. With that being said, once we meet with a pastor, we determine what the pastor wants to do, when the pastor wants to come, what kinds of hotels the pastor wants to stay at. We do prefer that the pastors look at the program as an extension of their ministry. What is it that they want to share with their ministry members? Ordinarily, a program will start. You land in Tel Aviv. We'll overnight that first night in either Tel Aviv or Netanya, right there on the Mediterranean coast.
Beautiful.
And you wake up to the Mediterranean.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Breathtaking.
And you can hear the waves, and you can smell the sea air. In Israel, we call the Mediterranean an ocean sometimes, because for us, it's a huge body of water. Because in the Middle East, We don't have large bodies
That's
of
right.
water.
That's right. That's right.
And from Tel Aviv or Netanya, we head up to Tiberias, to the Sea of Galilee, where we know that Jesus performed most of his miracles. And we spend a few nights at the Sea of Galilee.
That's awesome.
We then dip down to the Dead Sea, the lowest place on earth.
Now that was fantastic.
incredible.
I mean, when I was at the Dead Sea, is it the lowest elevation on the planet?
Yes, 1,407 feet below sea
That
level.
was breathtaking.
That was
you
great.
know, and people went in. And you can't drown in it because
No.
you float
No,
the
correct.
whole time.
Yes.
You know, the experience was one that's just, I don't know, it's been logged in my memory, that particular
Yes.
site, being there. And now the food, I just want to let you know, I'm going to
food
put
was
it
wonderful.
in another vernacular. It was off the chain.
It was great.
I'll
It
just
was
say that.
great.
It was so great.
You know, I think the thing that I was in awe about Israel, when we did the tours going from city to city, looking in the desert and seeing all of that food being grown in the desert because of the irrigation system that they have in Israel.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I went, how is it possible?
Well, the desert shall blossom like a rose.
That's
Exactly.
what the Bible
It
says.
is the Bible coming to
To
life.
life.
That's exactly what it is.
I was
you said it.
amazed. I was amazed. I mean, you know, you expect like, you know, some of the distinctive foods that are from that area, but they were growing mangoes and bananas and all kinds of things because they have this irrigation system, number one, but also favor of God.
Absolutely.
On their
we
lives.
pray for rain.
Oh,
and
my
we,
goodness.
And we start to pray for rain after the Jewish High Holy Days season. We start to pray for rain, and we ask for it to rain so that when it's Israel in the wintertime, when pilgrims come, when people of faith come to Israel during the wintertime, we like to let them know it may be raining, but that's God's blessings.
That's
We've asked
right.
for it.
We
We've
got
asked
to take a
for it.
break. We'll
That's
be right
great.
back because I hear the sound of an abundance of rain. And we're going to be right back and share with you a little bit more with our very special guest and Advantage Tours,
Yes.
the land of the Bible.
You want to go there.
We'll be right back.
What is a God moment?
A God moment is a Kairos moment where God steps in and does the impossible. It is a miraculous moment when God and only God could give you the kind of results that you're looking for.
We stand on His scriptures, and His scriptures tell us that He is always concerned about us and that He intervenes in the lives of those who He loves. Over the years, we have seen God moments step into our lives and just blow our minds because He is doing the extraordinary in our lives.
You should, and we live with that kind of expectation that God can do anything but fail.
We'd love to hear from you, so you can like us on Facebook, and you can also go to our website, www.harperministries.com. God can step into your moment anytime now.
Have a blessed day, and may God bless you richly.
Well, welcome back to God Moments. Cookie Harper, and this is my husband, visionary John Harper, and we're excited that you have tuned in today to our program because we have such an exceptional show today with our guests, Cindy Iglitzen and Israel Advantage Tours. Cindy, tell us, why is it important for people to go to Israel today? Because a lot of people sense, well, there's a lot of bombing going on around in that area. There's, you know, is it safe to go? Tell us.
So I can say this. I live in Chicago. Chicago has the worst gang violence out of any other city in the United States. Yet I can tell you that Mayor Rahm Emanuel has just put millions and millions of dollars into making Chicago this fabulous place to come to visit.
Right.
I go to Chicago all the time and I come home safely. And I can tell you that for our 3.5 million tourists who came to visit us last year in Israel, 3.5 million tourists went home at the end of their spiritual journey safe and sound. So is Israel safe? Yes. It is a safe and viable destination. We work with our partners. We're monitoring the situation. We don't want you to be there if it's not safe. Israel at no time has ever said, don't come. We always say, come, see the land, see what's going on. We're very much believers in the Bible when we refer to Joshua and Caleb. Remember, Joshua and Caleb, and I know that you would know this, so would your listeners, they came back and they reported honestly to Moses about what they saw.
That's right.
The other 10 people who were there, the scouts who were there for the site inspection, they disappeared. We don't know really what happened to them. So we talk about blessing the land. Bless and you will be blessed. Curse and you will be cursed. Come to Israel, be your own Joshua and Caleb. We don't want you to be hurt. And I go all the time, and I believe in coming home safe and sound. So it's a good place to be.
Why is it important to go to Israel today?
We're in troubled times. This is a wonderful time to come to Israel, especially for the faith-based community. Yes, we do have adventure. Yes, we do have spas. Yes, we do have wine and culinary tours. We have, whatever we have here in the United States, we have in Israel, less than 10,000 square miles. It's all packed in. The beauty of a trip of this nature to Israel, because of its size, Israel being so small, less than 8,000 square miles, you can see top to bottom, side to side, and visit the sites of spiritual significance within your 10 days while you're there. And you become truly spiritually immersed in the moment. You become caught up in understanding that the Word is there for a meaning for you today. So when your life needs to be enriched and a pastor's church needs to be enlivened and the Spirit needs to be captivating more so, come to Israel. This is the kind of program who will enrich your ministry, the kind of program that will enrich the Spirit in your ministry and that of your own personal ministry as well.
Yeah, you know, I know when we pastored 21 years, you know, we always wanted the Bible to come alive for our congregation, you know, to really see who God was. And you know what? It's when we went to Israel that even more so did it become alive and become so significant to us, because we got to see what we were reading in pages for many years. And it was so, I mean, I'm telling you, I wept so many times, right?
Well,
I mean, we cried.
Yeah, you know, seeing people getting baptized in the Jordan, where Jesus was baptized by John, was powerful.
And there was all kind of people there. There were some Asians, there were some Hispanics, there were
Brazilians
from all over.
Yes.
You know?
I mean, it was lines and lines
well,
and lines of different people.
tourism is their major, I think, area that they feature in Israel.
One of them.
So they're gonna make it safe for you to be there.
Yes.
You know. But when we went to Caesarea Philippi, and I had read from that passage, preached from that passage for so much,
true.
it came alive to me. Who do men say that I am? Some say that you're John the Baptist, Elijah, one of these other prophets come back for that. But who do you? And he took them there for a particular reason, you know, because there was idols there and idol worship and men and women who were living in the caves and some who thought that they were God, Zeus or some other god. But Jesus made it very clear there. And when the tour guide was sharing this, you could see it, you could feel it, you know, while you were there. And so many other Bible passages and places that we visit, you know, and you could hear when we went to where Elijah and the battle with the prophets of Baal on Mount Carmel, you know, that whole deal. You could see it, you could hear it, you know, and our guide, of course, read from that passage. Every place we went, he would read from the passage, and this is where this happened. You know, he says, well, there's A sites and there's B sites. He says, but this is an A site.
Right.
This is the real place right here of where it took place. And this is the evidence that we have found to know that this was the place. And so when you have a guy like we had, Moshe, I think
Yes.
means Moses, you know.
Yes.
And our guide was Moses. So he was leading
Yes,
us.
he was leading
He
us.
was leading us through this
It was
passage.
fun.
And I want to interject this one too, the Holocaust Museum.
Oh,
That
we need to talk
was-
about some of those highlights.
Yes.
Well,
of places that.
There
Time
are a
don't
number
permit
of
it
highlights.
today.
I know, and we saw so many. I mean, I'm telling you, Israel is a trip of a lifetime.
Yes.
I mean, your heart, it's almost like you leave your heart there.
Yes.
Because it was just so many things that became so real to us when we were there.
The major thing is the preservation of their history.
culture and
Yes.
history.
and
History,
culture.
culture. I view Israel as a legacy for everyone.
Yes.
When you were in Israel and you ascend the southern steps on the southern side
Yes.
of the temple, and to know that the Psalms of Ascent were recited and chanted as you're going up
Yes.
to the temple.
Oh my goodness.
As you read the Bible and you read the Psalms and
Yes.
you read the books, when you go to the Israel Museum campus and you visit the Shrine of the Book and you see the entire book of the book of
Yes.
Isaiah.
Yes.
It's there. And they've just recently found the entire book of Leviticus.
Wow.
A professor
Good
has held
stuff.
on to it for 50 years. They were just able to do a
Wow,
CT
that's
scan on it,
awesome.
and they can see that it is the
Authentic.
same Bible from 2,000 years ago that we read every day in the synagogue.
That's
every
amazing.
Sabbath, every Jewish high holy day.
That's just amazing
It's
how they
the same.
preserved it.
My time is
oh
time
gosh,
is
our
off,
time
is
is almost
gone.
up.
This is a great
It's
program.
been awesome. I don't know.
You know?
We could do this 5 times.
But, I want
And,
to challenge our
we
viewers
probably
today
wouldn't have enough time.
to get in touch with Israel Advantage Tours
Mm-hmm.
and contact Cindy, because it's very important for you to make this pilgrimage, to make this journey to Israel. Now, what is your website again?
The website is www.israeladvantagetours.com.
Where can they contact you as far as if they wanted to get
Email,
more
or
Email.
Facebook, or anything
Email.
like
Personal
that?
We have
information.
social media in place: Facebook, Twitter,
Okay.
LinkedIn.
Okay.
Our website is in place, so they can contact us on our website
Great.
as well. And my email address is cindy@israeladvantagetours.com. I look forward to welcoming everyone to Israel, as Abraham welcomed the guests to his tent.
I couldn't put that any better. I'll tell you that
And
right
we'll
now.
get some mishmash soup.
Mishmash soup
Mishmash
very
soup,
soon.
absolutely.
Very soon.
And also, if you want to get in touch with God Moments and the Harper Ministry, you can find us at www.harperministries.com and also on Facebook, Harper International Ministries. Well, our time is up. Oh my gosh.
It's gone.
And it's been wonderful having you with us today.
Thank you so much for having
And
me.
we are looking forward to having a tour with Israel Advantage Tours.
And our viewers, again, I'm telling you, it is a trip of a lifetime.
Yes,
You
it is.
will never forget it. It's safe and it's powerful. You want to go, and you want to go with Advantage, Israel Advantage Tours.
Yes.
Make sure you mark that on your calendar. This is something that you must do.
And we know
That
opportunities of a lifetime must be seized in the lifetime of the opportunity.
Don't miss this opportunity.